So we are live. What's going on, guys? This is Dallas here with Geek Devotions, and today we're going to be talking about can Robert Pattison pull off being Batman? So let's talk about that here after our intro. All right. Well, what's going on, guys? This is Dallas here, and this is a special live YouTube video we're doing today on Friday. Normally, we have our Friday episodes at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, and that is still coming out. I'm in the middle of editing it, which is part of the reason why I'm late today. I just realized my camera's kind of high. That's kind of weird. But it's part of the reason why I'm late, because I've been editing all day. Still got a lot more to get done before our episode goes live at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time today here at youtube.com/Geek Devotions. That being said, guys, we have some interesting news that has hit the internet, and the internet has blown up. I don't think I've seen this much vitriol and anger since, that nasty little thing about Sonic the Hedgehog, to be perfectly honest. And in case you missed it, in case you're wondering what the heck I'm talking about, let me show you guys here what I'm talking about. Variety magazine put out broke the news that Robert Pattison is to play the Batman for Matt Reeves and Warner Brothers. So this is rather interesting that he's been chosen to do this. The article says he's going from sex symbol to bat symbol. That is a horrible pun. I'm just telling you that right now. But he's in negotiations to play the Batman, which is obviously coming out June 25th, 2021. So nothing's official yet, but he's in major talks about this. And guys, the internet has blown up. There is a variety of memes that have gone out where people are just angry about it. I wonder if I can, let's see here. Robert, I can't spell today. There we go. Pattison. I should have had these up before I did this. Batman memes. Now, some of these I saw earlier, they were kind of raunchy, so we're not going to let you guys see all of them, obviously. But some of them, they were quite interesting what people were doing with them. Oh, here we go. Here's one. Oh man, here we go. Yeah, there it is. Twilight himself is looking to play the Batman, and people are freaking out about it. They're not really sure what to think, what to say. And again, there is a myriad of vitriol about this situation, whether or not this is a good thing, whether or not he can pull this off. And I don't know. So here are my thoughts. I want to give you guys my thoughts on this because, to be honest, there's a lot of things going on out there. And you guys know me, I'm a big Batman fan. I have seen every Batman film in theater since 1989. I would love to have go to an event where they play the 1960s Batman with Adam West in theaters, just so I can have the whole spectrum. But I'm a big fan of the Batman. And so when I heard about him doing this, I will say my initial, hey, Retro Rewind, good to see you, man. Glad to have you here in the chat. I will say this. When I first heard that Robert Pattison, Mr. Twilight himself, Team Edward, was going to be playing the Dark Knight, I was not really feeling that idea on the front end. I was a little not sure about this, but I began to think about this, begin to ponder it. More than once, I've talked to people who are older than me, who they were around when they announced 1989's Batman. And more importantly, they announced who was playing that one. Now, let me pull this up just in case for some reason you have no idea what I'm talking about, who this Batman is. 1989 Batman. This was my very first one I ever saw in theaters. And who plays the Batman? Michael Keaton. Now, here's the deal. Here's Michael Keaton. And in my opinion, he's one of the best Batman ever. And a lot of people think that. A lot of people saw him as the best Batman ever. And so why were people angry about that? Well, let's scroll back through to his library of people he's played. I wonder if I can make this bigger for you guys a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that's a little better for you guys. So we're scrolling down here. He's done a lot, obviously. So here we are. 1989 Batman, right? Well, what did he play beforehand? Well, he played Beetlejuice. She's Having a Baby, The Squeeze, Touch and Go, Mr. Mum. Some of you guys don't know. There we go, Mr. Mum. All right. So what? Why is this an ordeal? Why do people freak out? Well, because he's a comedy actor. He didn't fit the profile to be Batman. It didn't make sense for him to be Batman at all. And yet he comes out and he's done fantastic. Now, obviously, Mr. Pattison over here, go back to the screen here. He's, well, we know what he's known for, don't we, guys? Twilight. I'm sorry. But vampires don't sparkle, guys. That's not a thing. Uh, I was not a fan of Twilight. If you were a fan of Twilight, glad you enjoyed it. I did not think they were good films. I thought the story was sappy and ridiculous. And to be honest, my man's not done a whole lot that I see memorable. And yet, he's been chosen to play the Dark Knight. Is that right? Is that wrong? I don't know. Here's what I'm saying. This is my thoughts on this for you guys. Let's give the guy a chance. Let's get some screenshots going. Let's get some, let's see some screening of it. There has to be a reason why they thought about this. And I would like to know why, obviously, and I want to see what comes out of this. But let's give him a chance. He might do something great. Now, look, honestly, guys, I feel like the DCEU has been getting a unfair shake. I feel like that some people have lost their minds with him being with the DC stuff. They weren't bad films. I think people went into them looking for a Marvel film, and they forgot what franchise they were walking into. And I think that DC made some mistakes with some of the films, but they weren't bad. They weren't bad. I think what killed it for a lot of people was Batman v Superman, which legitimately, if all you watched was the theatrical cut of Batman v Superman, you were disappointed to the nth degree, to the next stratosphere. But if you saw the extended edition, the uncut version of Batman v Superman, it was a great film. Things made sense. There was a flow, there was action, there was drama, there was a storyline that you could follow. And they made a mistake by cutting that. And I think that after that, it went downhill. So, one of those in your guys' court, what did you think of the announcement of Robert Pattison being Batman? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Hey, do me a favor. Let's keep the conversation friendly. Leave comments down below. And let's be nice to each other, all right? If there's somebody comes in the chat and they're like, hey, I love Robert Pattison. Hey, don't dog them. Don't attack them. Love them through it. And at the same time, if somebody doesn't like the idea, don't attack them. Let's have a friendly conversation in the chat down below. I love you guys. Appreciate you. Don't forget, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. New episode comes out of Geek